Morning, guys. We are Sunday, March 31st today. So my weight today was just under 180. That was before I hit the can. So, but this is one of 4 meals I'm gonna have. So trying to get those macros really dialed in, high fat, moderate protein. So keto as fuck. So we got 80 grams of lamb leg here. No idea how much I have for the avocado. It's probably about 80 grams as well, somewhere in that ballpark. And then 50 grams of ghee. So the idea is today is gonna be a workout day, so I'm gonna go as high as 90 on the protein, but most days I've been going about 75 to 85, somewhere in that ballpark. And then having 50 grams of added fat, primarily from animal sources, to every meal. So I'm not even tracking how much fat is in the avocado. I know it's a decent amount, but so that's just extra calories. And then it's mainly for potassium. It's really the only reason I'm eating it, because if I do go carnivore and pull all the plant matter out, I'll get heart palpitations within a day or two. So this is kind of my way to ride the edge of carnivore. And yeah. So that's my meal, and gonna have a couple more. So I'll share the meals with you guys. Just working on some on my book. Gonna hit them weights pretty soon here. Don't sleep on the Swiss ball.
Talking about following people. I'm not talking about following your friend. I'm not talking about.
Hey guys, Ben Saunders checking in. Day 15, keto experiment. Let's go. So far it's been pretty good across the board. Energy's been 7 out of 10. Sleep's been a 7 out of 10. Been waking up in the middle of the night to pee once, so I know that's a blood sugar thing. So I gotta experiment with meal timing and see what's going on with that. Hopefully that kind of tapers off. There was a few days where I had couple heart palpitations, which has happened to me in the past when I've done keto. So I'm keeping an eye on that. I'm eating avocados for the potassium. I would love to do carnivore, but at the same point, I know I can't because the potassium issue, right? So, and the heart palpitations are just inevitable when I go pure carnivore. At least that's been my experience in the past. So strength is good. Had a workout today. I've been having some leg workouts where I'm doing just like a shit ton of body weight squats, which is really fun. Tons of burn in the muscle, like sets of like 50 plus, which is good. Just getting a wicked burn. Today did some push-ups, some ab work. I've got a torn bicep, or like not a torn, but there's like some kind of tweak in there right now. So it's real sore, and a couple other injuries I'm working around. So just treading lightly, doing what I can, keeping my mind, my spirits high. What else I want to talk about today? So my weight's at 180, it was like 179 this morning. So So it's kind of holding. That was before hitting the can. But yeah, weight is, I'm not worried about that right now, right? Like I have a bit of body fat on me I could definitely lose for sure. Show those abs again. But I'm just getting into ketosis. That's my goal right now. And have a healthier relationship with food, which brings up another point. Sugar cravings, gone. Not even, I'm not craving shit. Like I'm not. It's just I'm eating a meal every 3 to 4 hours, a super high fat meal, and I just don't have cravings. Like I don't want sugar, right? I'm eating, I know what's on the plan right now. The reason I'm doing this is because I have a fungal infection. So I have no choice, right? It's just like it's not even an option, right? So I'm happy because I've always like rode the highs and lows of sugar cravings, a lot of my life, a lot of my adult life. Maybe as a child, I don't even remember, but I always had a sweet tooth. So it feels good to just be free of that and just to eat, okay, food, nutrition, not entertainment. Keep it simple, right? Just meat, fat, a little bit of vegetables, that's it, done. Walk away from the table, good to go. So yeah, so I guess with that, I'll talk about, I'm just freestyling here. This week I've been doing 200 plus grams of fat. So apparently like 200 is the bare minimum you want to hit to get yourself fat adapted. So I've been definitely doing more than that. There's days where I'm like probably 300 and up, I would say. So I'm having eggs, so pasture raised eggs, avocados, ghee, butter, which I feel like regular butter I get a weird immune response to it and it makes me tired after. So I'm actually going to stop having butter for a little while and just see what's going on. And I might even cut the ghee out and just go to like coconut oil and tallow and like lard and see what goes on with that in terms of my reaction to it and energy levels. So those are my main fat sources, like ghee, butter. We have tallow and coconut oil. I haven't really been eating much else. Bacon's kind of like one of those things where I don't really feel good after eating. So those are the fats I've been eating. And then for the proteins, it's been largely lamb legs specifically because I can get grass fed here. I have an order of pasture raised lamb and beef and eggs. I got like 15 cases of eggs coming, 15 dozen. So stoked about that. And what else am I having? I'm having a little bit of sardines, some scallops, some oysters, just to try and rotate the nutrients coming into the diet, right? Because you get those micronutrients from the different like seafoods, stuff like that. Which is good. I think it's fun to do that too, right? Switch it up a little bit. Not really eating a lot of plants because I don't feel like they really add a ton of benefit other than just like it's a different texture in your mouth. A little bit of fiber to kind of keep that microbiome happy, if that's even the thing. And the potassium from the avocados for keeping the heartbeat regular for me. So yeah, that's basically what I've been doing. 4 meals a day, 200 grams of fat plus, so 50 plus grams of added fat to the meal. And my ketones, so ketones have been 0.5 or less, which kind of sucks, but I'm not, I've only really been getting more serious the past like 5 days about keeping the protein down low, right? So the past 2 weeks I've been like kind of loose with it where I'm like 100 or less every day. Maybe there's the odd day where I'm a little bit more than 100, but generally it's been 100 or less and my fats have been well over 200. But I know I don't need to go that high with the protein. At least right now, because my fasting glucose hasn't been below. Today was the lowest, which was 4.3, which was super stoked about that. And I know it could be lower, right? But yeah, so that's kind of where I've been at. I'm gonna keep titrating that protein down, find that sweet spot, which allegedly is around like 70 to 85 grams of protein per day. So I'm going to experiment. It's low. It's just like trying to get that into your head that like you're fine with that little amount of protein. So in all, everything's been generally pretty good. Mood's been good. I've been feeling very like there was one day this week where I just had so much emotion in me, like just like I felt like I wanted to bawl, like, which is, you know, most guys won't admit that. Fuck it, I don't care, right? It was just like I had that. I just wanted to let some tears out, but my eyes just wouldn't let me. It's brutal, man. Like I'm just in the middle of the day and just felt like I was gonna blow up, and maybe that's just because I was feeling so good and I just like in tears because of that. I don't know, but it was a really weird day. Like it was good. I was like feeling like it was the same day I hit legs really hard too. So maybe that had something to do with it, just being more tapped in. But yeah, so that was one day across the board. I'm waking up feeling like energy. Like I wake up and then after a minute, I stand up and I'm awake. Like I'm ready to go, which is super. That's not something I feel when I'm eating carbs. I'm not gonna lie. So that's great. Hopefully that keeps going, and energy is good throughout the day for the most part. But there's not a whole lot of structure to this video. I don't care. I'm just sharing my experience. What else did I want to get to you guys too? Waking up in the middle of the night. Already talked about that. Macros, talked about that. Yeah, I don't think there's much else to say. There was one more thing I wanted to chat about, but just going to keep going. I'm feeling free, which is nice. Yes. Speaking of what I'm going to talk about, it's the focus. That's, for me, the brain fog is something I've battled with for as long as I could remember. And I know it's just tied into being more still, like being more mentally equanimous and present and just being where I am. But I noticed like just reading is such a struggle. I used to just plow through books, right? And reading and staying focused on what's on the pages, like it takes so much effort for me. And I don't recall it being like that years ago. So I don't know if that has the fungal infection has something to do with that, or it's just because of social media has kind of bastardized my focus levels. I don't know. But anyways, it's getting slightly better. And I'm just going to keep on working with it and see how it goes. I'm just trying to improve, right? Day by day. And I think that's all we can do, right? Is just work on ourselves every day, make a little bit of progress. And that's life. So anyways, that's kind of where I'm at. That's my update. Libido's crazy still, right? I'm 28, so as it should be. But yeah, everything's going. Right. And again, the negatives so far have been just a little bit of lethargy after sometimes a meal, a little bit, and the waking up at night and the heart palpitations, which I've had a couple times, like once or twice a day, a few times. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. And if I can't figure it out, I'm going to hire a coach. And I already know who I'm going to talk to if I can't get that handled. But yeah, so day 15, gonna keep on chipping away. I don't plan on stopping this experiment anytime soon. I'm committed to doing this for at least 3 to 6 months. Why not, right? Life is experimentation. Be open-minded and have a Zen beginner's mindset, right? So thanks for checking in, guys. I'm also gonna attach my workout probably here from today, a couple clips. And yeah, take her easy.